Now, the Indian cricket team captain is facing the heat. It's not something new for any Indian captain. It's a crown of thorns, and whoever wears it knows that the criticisms are just as much in measure as the love and praises that they get. India managed to lose the first test match. The reason's pretty plain and simple. The Indian batting has been dismal. They have failed to negotiate the very conditions that is almost second skin to them. And England played with a lot of heart. The young spinners in particular managed to create a lot of inroads and did not lose their hope despite having setbacks through the 4 days. The resilience was commendable. Nevertheless, the Indian team arrived in the southern city of Visakhapatnam in great spirits. Rohit Sharma has been a man under pressure for many years now, and he knows that it's going to be another rough ride for him and his squad. India is in a position that they never wanted to find themselves in, done in by their own conditions. And experts and former cricketers have been quick to jump in on the let's point the finger and start the blame game. The most harsh remarks have come from none other than former England captain Michael Vaughan.
I thought Rohit Sharma's captaincy was very average. I thought he was so reactive. I don't think he maneuvered his field or was proactive with his bowling changes. And he didn't have any answer to Ollie Pope's sweeps or reverse sweeps.
Now, let's face it, Ollie Pope played a blinder of a knock. It completely infused life into the contest, into the English spine, and in more ways than one deflated the Indian attack. There was no countermeasures, and once Pope settled in, there were no turning back from that point on. It was a mature knock, and we can't take that away from him, despite India probably missing some creative, out-of-the-box thinking. But Vaughan doesn't stop there.
They missed Virat Kohli's captaincy massively in Test cricket. Under Virat's captaincy that week, India wouldn't have lost the game. Rohit is a legend and a great player, but I felt he just switched off completely.
Now, Michael Vaughan probably did not remember that India won a crucial series against Australia in Australia with Ajinkya Rahane helming the affairs for India alongside Virat Kohli. It wasn't just Virat's captaincy alone that won them a historic series there. So even though it is safe to say India missed the services of a Virat Kohli as long as the batting is concerned, maybe Rohit Sharma is more than capable of leading an Indian test outfit. Rohit has been through a lot of turmoil, yes, in the last few months, whether it is in the ODI format, with the disheartening loss at the World Cup final, whether it's in the shortest format. He just lost his captaincy of the Mumbai Indians franchise, which is a part of the Indian Premier League, to Hardik Pandya. And of course, in tests, he now faces a rejuvenated England side. But knowing him, this would not faze him. He is keeping his head in the right space to counter anything that comes along. In fact, at the pre-match press conference today, a teammate of his, KS Bharat, said that the team was looking in good spirits. They were looking confident and were in a positive space heading into that second test. So nothing should really bother Rohit Sharma, including Jeffrey Boycott calling him someone who's past his prime. He says Indian captain makes pretty cameos, but is inept when it comes to test cricket. He points out that Rohit's test record is not that great, that he's only managed to score 200s in the last 4 years at home. Now, it was not Rohit alone who flattered to deceive. Shreyas Iyer, Shubman Gill, as well as KL Rahul did not really make the big knocks that could have countered an old Ollie Pope magnificence. Coming to the second encounter that is starting this Friday, both teams are going in with some changes. We'll look at India first. It's highly likely that Rajat Patidar or Sarfaraz Khan, whom we've been talking about, will get a go-ahead in place of the injured KL Rahul in the 11. And most probably, Washington Sundar could be given a place instead of the injured Ravindra Jadeja. Now, if we look at some of his test credentials, he's played only a few test matches, but I really distinctly remember some of those coming at stark contrast. He, in fact, had a very good run against Australia in particular in that series that India ended up winning. And of course, this could spice things up for the Indian team. New faces with new vigour could bring in a fresh intensity to this battle. England has announced their 11 for the second test, and no surprises here. The man who had a traumatic experience at the UAE airport had to fly back to the UK and then, of course, return to India once he got his visa during the first test will get a dream debut. Shoaib Bashir has come in place of Jack Leach. Leach hurt himself during the first test, and that has given another youngster a look in. And how's this for more excitement and pressure? But for the Indian batters, James Anderson comes back into the 11 in place of Mark Wood. That is sure to just amp up any attack in the world. And from all reports going around, word is that the Indian team will continue. India will, of course, continue to back their plan, which is spin it to win it. That is what they have always done at home. It's something that has worked for them in the past, and they feel there is no reason it wouldn't, despite the blip in the first test. So expect another heady contest. This time around as well, there will be more fire and more energy because there's a lot at stake here. The hosts need to get back their edge of being a tough team to beat at home, and England need to prove their one stroke in Hyderabad was not a one-off wonder.